Hello, here we are with an unboxing and hands-on with the LG Watch Urbane. This is in theory the third smartwatch from LG. We had the original G Watch and then we had the G Watch R, and now the Urbane brings a level of sophistication to the marketplace really. So this is a circular display on this watch, as is indicated by the very faint circle on the box here. Quite minimalistic packaging, and that's to look classy like the watch itself. And there we have it. We'll pull that out and come back to that in just a moment. Think of the Urbane as sort of a glorified G Watch R if you've ever seen one of those. So in the box you get a few components. You get the circular charging dock with the magnetic pins that line up with the back of the watch itself. This has a connector on it. It's a micro USB connector, and on the bottom we've got a circular piece of rubber that allows it to grip to a desktop. We then have provided a USB to micro USB cable, so that's actually for charging the watch. Then in another part of the box here we have the 3-pin UK mains adapter, on which is a USB port. So we connect the provided cable to this, which this connects to the mains socket, and then this cable connects to the charging dock, and voila, the Urbane is being charged. And then we've got a little manual here. So the Urbane, also known as the LG W150 Quick Start Guide. So there's not a lot in terms of box contents. And then we have the watch itself. Now we're not going to go into a lot of detail with this, because we'll have a full review coming up on the Clove YouTube channel and on blog.clove.co.uk. So keeping this circular design that we saw on the G Watch R, it's a 1.3-inch POLED display with a resolution of 320 by 320. It's 245 pixels per inch, which is perfectly adequate for your wrist. One of the key differentials here is the fact it's got this stainless steel silver bezel to it. It really looks quite classy, and on first impressions you wouldn't necessarily know this was a smartwatch. You've got an interchangeable leather strap here, 22mm strap. Got the sort of metal clasp here, which is all quite nice. It really looks and feels quite nice. Let's just undo this and show you the back. So you've got the various sensors on the back here, and you've got the 5 magnetic pins that line up with the dock for charging. You've got the one button on the side here for interacting with the device, sort of the power button. And then obviously you've got the touchscreen where you can interact with the watch, go through all the different cards, get your notifications, slide them away. Different things you can do with the watch. And of course this is running Android Wear. It's the latest version of Android Wear version 4.1. So the watch itself has a 410 milliamp hour battery, so this should actually last most people a working day. The watch is compatible with any device running Android version 4.3 or later, and being IP67 rated, it can get wet. Pairs with the device over Bluetooth, although there are ways to connect via Wi-Fi as well now. 512 megabytes of RAM on here, 4 gigabytes of internal storage. So really quite smart. The 1.2 gigahertz processor in here will keep it running quite smoothly. And of course, to get maximum effect from this, you need to pair it up with your Android device. And if you're into Google now and things like that, you're going to get the most options, if you like. There's a variety of different settings on here, all improved. You can set things for your phone and to be watch specific as well. So your agenda, your alarm, you can make calls, you can find your phone. You've got your Fit application on here for tracking your steps, and you can even get a watch face now that has your steps on there. LG Pulse using the heart rate sensor on the back. And the number of options that you have will depend on what applications you've got installed on your phone, because they synchronize with them, but you've got the timer there as well. So lots of different things. You can go into the settings, adjust the brightness, change the watch face. You can even change the font size. You've got wrist gestures to allow you to sort of scroll through notifications by a flick of the wrist. You've got screen on, always on options on this as well, which will of course have an effect on the battery life. But you have those options, and you can even put a screen lock on here if you want as well. So that's a quick look at the LG Watch Urbane, and we'll be back with a full review very soon. But until next time, thanks for watching.